Hi, my name is Monica Akech. I come from Uganda and I live in Norway. I studied public relations and media management from Cavendish University in Uganda, and I later came to Norway and mastered in events management from Molde University College. I chose media as my background subject because of my father actually. When I was growing up, he listened to BBC a lot, or I listened to BBC, especially the program Focus on Africa. And out of that curiosity, I think subconsciously I thought I could tell a story. And having grown up in Kenya, being a Ugandan, and every time I'd hear a Ugandan news feed on radio, I would always be curious. And when I met people, they would ask me, and I told them I'm from Uganda, they would always ask me questions, tell me about Uganda, and I had no story to tell because I did not know much about what was going on apart from what I saw on BBC. And I decided, you know what, it's a high time I study this and tell the African story or the Ugandan story, and that's how I ventured into media. Currently, I'm running a fistula awareness campaign together with the United Nations associations in Africa, and this campaign is to try and create awareness on fistula as well as not only inform but also try and find solutions to treat this problem. So that's what I'm working on at the moment.
With this process of obstructed labor, this lady will be suffering for some days, 2-3 days. She is there with pain, she is suffering, she delivered finally, her baby is dead, her bladder is broken completely and she is leaking urine all the time. And then when she goes back home, her husband will just abandon her. She will go back to her parent and possibly they will abandon her. You have been somebody today, but tomorrow you are nobody. You were a mother, you are a wife, but tomorrow nobody knows you.
Malarima depuis 93 ne buna bunjiri masuba unita kuendela munjira dongo nsunga unena wasawe support ka bagala lebo ka kunkalaga mubungura masuba mave me komo munachi mwana ka futura ba ka ku faleka kumbika faleka bonga doya yandika munachi mbwana ka lori ntamu yokisa kwa nikafutu kwela nketu wanje wakaka mais société au bana souci na biari bon vutu mona mena umwini ti bon bakala ribu mbakiririo dikaboni yandi to batu yiri kaziku ngati to sala sana mebuka kunkariri dongo ndikamona chi zingu chamino kachishira chachiboteko.
I used to compare a family with a house where the husband is the roof and the woman is the house. So if the woman is destroyed, this house doesn't exist. And if you donate to treat this woman, you are rebuilding a house.
Kala buna bujiri kata sikila ika yuma kata vutu bola ko bon nitu boti mbo vutu kala mpe buna bujiri à fur et à mesure.
I think it is possible to have this, to have all our mothers, our wife, our sister with access to health care.
When I learned about this, I just imagined myself being one of these women going through this problem where I couldn't find any help, how traumatizing that would be. So that was a motivation to start this. And having learned that it's easily treated, or it can be treated, and very easily by surgery, I thought, why not do something about it? I was free and I was on YouTube, and this documentary came on my feed. It was called A Walk to Beautiful, and it was about fistula patients in Ethiopia, their journey to Addis Ababa to get treatment. And it was so touching and so inspiring. And these women told their stories. You could see the smiles on their faces after they got treatment, and the contrast between after and before. And I thought, wow, I could do something to add on more smiles to women who are suffering. I'm not a doctor, I'm not in the medical field, but I could use my skills within event management and media management to probably create awareness so that people may know about this and probably raise more funding to treat women who are affected. So after watching this documentary, I was really inspired to start something, but that was not an easy ride. It was very easy to get and mobilize people to come together and work with this, but it was very hard to get funding or money to go ahead with the campaign. Events management was actually by error. I wanted to study international relations after I graduated from media because I was involved with the United Nations, and I applied at a university here in Norway, and I was not accepted, and I was very frustrated because I thought I had very good credentials and I met all the qualifications, but then I wasn't accepted. So I thought, okay, that hasn't worked. What else can I do within this time frame? I didn't want to waste a lot of time. And in the process, I saw there was a course called Events Management, and I thought about it and I said, you know, all my life I had been coordinating events, directly or indirectly. And I said, wow, how many people do I know who have a Master of Science in Events Management? I thought about it and I was like, none. So that's how I applied for this course, and I was accepted, and I ended up studying it, and I loved it, and I've never regretted that decision. That's a very good question. As a firstborn child, I took on leadership roles very, very early on. I was always responsible of the younger kids, and that kind of influenced me a lot. And when I grew up, there was a lot of love at home, and caring and sharing. And what's really interesting was I remember I loved writing a lot, short stories or articles. And every time I'd write a story, I'd read it to my family. And they would always encourage me, and they'd be like, yeah, you're really good, keep on doing what you're doing. And that support encouraged me to believe in who I am. So because they say charity begins at home, or everything really begins at home. So I had that confidence, and by the time I went out, I knew I had what it takes, because the people who cared for me the most believed in me, and that's all that mattered. My God, I don't know. I just can't see myself in any other field besides media, and because I love people, and I love talking and just socializing. Maybe I would be a tourist advisor or a tourism agent, because I also love traveling. Anything that relates to socially interacting with people, that's fun. I'd find myself in there. I can't point a finger at anything right now. I have more than one role model. I try to get inspiration from several people, several leaders. But I'd say one of the greatest inspirations in my life, besides my mother, you know, everyone says my mother or my father. Oprah has been a great inspiration. I listen to her talks a lot. I like Richard Branson, the fact that he takes risks and always goes about them and fails and talks about it, succeeds and talks about it. I like that. There are many people who I draw inspiration from. It could be my teacher from primary school, and it could be you behind the camera. Yeah. So it's a very broad question that has no one immediate answer. Yes, I have failed so many times, and for me, I believe that failure is important in life because you tend to learn from your mistakes if you do, and it kind of gives you a different perspective to life. Take risks, believe in yourself, it's okay to fail, and never ever underestimate yourself. Even though people don't believe in you, it's okay. You know what you know, go for it and do it. And